Just because it's like everybody else is doing it. Like,
They 13. Okay. I actually
Do you have cavities or holes in your teeth, bad breath, or yellow teeth? Don't pull your teeth out. Drinking warm water before bed.
never.
Right, unless you're Daisy Cockles.
It's all sponsored for the most part because you're not going to spend $5 ticket. Like,
Travis Lies Music Festival for sausage fest.
yeah,
These EDM ones because women don't like to pay.
there's camera, bro. You know. All right.
Right. That's sure.
Because if it's my dude, then I'm if it's my random person, dude, I'm just focused on you gotta do it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like women are not okay with paying for like men are totally okay with like paying for rent. Women are completely not okay with paying for rent. Like they'll only pay for like boyfriend if he's like putting a lot in.
Yeah.
But like women in general they're not open to sharing their resources with men. What I realize. There needs to be a time for to have it. Like whereas the guy will like provide for you with way less, like you don't have to provide as much value to him for him to provide for you, but like for you to provide for him, he has to provide you an enormous amount of value. What do you mean?
Like,
Give us the scenario where you provided.
I mean,
without being provided for.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so it's never been a circumstance where it's would like it happen, but like I feel like at least for me, I wouldn't need to be provided for it to like give. You know, I don't like to receive. I like to give.
Okay, let me give you an example. If you went to a bar,
Yeah.
more than likely, maybe you, but like most women would not buy a drink for a guy just because he's handsome and he's there. They're not gonna do it.
Not the
I'm
They're
not.
not gonna.
I'm disagree.
I said, a majority. Yeah, like if 100 women walked into a bar and they saw a handsome guy,
They're not
like
doing
90 of them are not gonna buy him a drink. Maybe 10 will.
In my case,
That's the minority then.
it.
But most women are not doing that. I would argue most women feel insulted if they even spend money on a club or a bar.
Absolutely, they do.
It's an insult.
I mean, it's nice to receive, but at the same time, it's nice to give too. If you really think about it.
Usually now y'all give it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, that's like I said. There are not circumstances where I give, but like I feel like if they come to it, I would.
When the last time you gave?
That's what I'm saying. It hasn't come to a circumstance.
When is the last time you gave? Exactly.
Well, maybe.
That's my point. Last time I gave was last Sunday. A man walked up to me on the side. I was at the bar by myself, chilling, drinking. Man walked up to me, he complimented my gym shoes. I said, "Oh,
Took them right off.
I said, "That's so nice of you." I said, "You got nice shoes on too." I'm like, "What you here for?" He like, "It's my birthday." I said, "Don't worry about it. Give him a drink." Period. Simple shit. Y'all don't do simple shit like that no more. Y'all don't. Y'all all expect shit. We give it to y'all.
Also, it's
You
just
never get a random Sunday.
like
You guys can't get that right, so aren't they like 44, have multiple kids and single still?
The dudes that I was talking to.
Guys.
He wanted to stay married.
Yeah, the takeaway here is that
And
the takeaway is that women in general are not okay with sharing their resources as frequently, as often, and as much as men. Exactly. For women, right? For example, I still had to initiate with her first. She read the room, then she said, "I'm okay drinking." But we never got them.
Yeah.
This is with women. You guys just are there, and someone will come to you, offer it to you. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, women are not, they don't have the same proclivity to provide free shit to men. True. Like, you guys have to be invested in the guys to someone great to do it. Does that make sense? Girls are getting to invite a bunch of dudes. So you get a section.
me and you were like hanging out. We were hanging out. We were going on a concert. We were going on también para.
And I saw a cute guy, and I was like, you know what? He's really cute. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna buy him a drink because he's so fucking cute. And yeah, he was mad.
Yeah,
It was a while ago. I don't do that often.
that's the point.
I don't do it often.
And hold it. See, my point of this is
Like, we're not saying y'all don't do it. You're saying that you guys don't do it frequently enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's a completely different
But we're women. Look at the difference.
What's the point? Because men, women have to do anything. Like, you want something, you have to do it. Reciprocity is the name of the game. Y'all want to do something for y'all, do something for a motherfucker. Like, period. Like,
you're proving this point.
but I mean, I'm trying to do something for. Well, then that's why you don't get shit done. So you on a date.
No, but
So it's like, stop.
I
Y'all gotta stop.
I got this.
Well, so yeah, the video was very concerning because like she said it openly as a like we know what it is. You said it, everyone to hear.
Yeah, well, this is kind of, that's why some guys be careful, girls that like go to raves and music festivals. Drugs, ecstasy, girls that use drugs, girls that do that shit.
Girls,
It's like the pink powder.
they sell it on
Pink powder.
It's only pink cocaine. Yeah, crazy. Jack. What about you? Would you ever buy a girl ticket for Coachella?
Like my girlfriend, yeah. I was going with her.
As if she was like, listen, Jack, I'm going to Coachella with you.
You only fans pay for your own ticket.
Really?
Really? Why would I buy her a ticket?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny. I feel like Jack, you're more like generous, but no.
Yeah, but I got a girlfriend, not some person, you know. Like, I don't know these randoms, you know.
Smooth. All right, you get more tester or no? Oh, you're in category 5? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's in shallow. Oh, shit. That's 580. At least with money. It's. I'm not sure.
what does that mean?
Alright, guys, listen, I don't like when men have multiple women, but the reason they do or want to is because their first love broke their heart in a million pieces. These loves did it. That's a good explanation, my friend. I just always tell girls, like, dude, like, men think they're only gonna be as faithful as their options. Like, how many of you ladies think you can sexually satisfy a guy by yourself? Raise your hands. Think you can sexually satisfy a man by yourself? Only one girl thinks she can do it. The rest of you guys.
In what sense? Because now I feel like
Or I'll ask again. I don't think the girls are paying attention. Ladies, please pay attention. How many of you think you can sexually satisfy a man by yourself? Raise your hands if you think you
I
can.
think I can.
One,
Which is,
2, 3, 4. What about you? No? No? Okay. Just talk about your hand up or no? Okay, 1, 2.
You know what sex feel like? How was she?
1, 2. So we'll start here. Why do you can't do it?
To be honest, like I don't know from experience, like it's never gotten to a point where like a guy was like faithful. And like I don't know, that's just how men are because I have an older brother and like
He's not faithful.
he's not he likes having his fun. So
So you said no, and you said your brother. Because this is how brother moves. Did your brother cheat on like every girl I was with?
yeah.
Alright, what about you? You said you can, right? Why do you can?
I mean, because I like the experiment. So, men like the experiment. So, I keep my man entertained. We try different things. You know what I'm saying? So,
But would it be fair to say that, like, I'll come back to you. Alright, what about you? What, you said no? What makes you say no?
What do you mean?
Set by man. Like, sexually.
I haven't even done shit yet. I don't know.
I think you can.
Yeah, that's the question. Like, do you think a woman can sexually satisfy a man in general? Or does he need multiple chicks?
Or it just depends on the guy.
What about you? What do you think? Do you think you can sexually satisfy a man by yourself?
yes.
Why yes? Have you ever cheated on?
Yes.
Do you understand what you say though? Like, your future husband might not be happy with you. Like, if you're like,
Uh-huh.
good reviews, like, I'm a hoe, like,
does to the teeth and gums with dental issues. The Mayo Clinic confirms that gum disease and tooth decay have nothing to do with the way you brush your teeth or what you eat. In fact, it has very little to do with your mouth. It actually goes much deeper, and it's affecting nearly every organ in your body as we speak. So how can you restore your teeth and gums so that you don't have to worry about bleeding, rotten teeth, and bad breath anymore? Well, do this to restore fast. Brushing your teeth and mouthwash help with gum disease, right? Nope. What about flossing daily?
Speak. No one else to talk to all day. Like, fucking cook myself right now.
So you said good reviews, so, but then you said you got cheated on. Wouldn't that be like kind of that you can?
Okay, because into context, I know I could satisfy a man by myself, but at the end of the day, men won't be satisfied with one woman in general.
That's my point.
So you can't.
I'm asking. So like sexually satisfying. That's the reason why I said sexually.
In that case. In that case, like I'm good. Like I could do my work, but
It would be great, but that doesn't mean
exactly, like men will still have one their options, obviously.
Why do you think you can?
For the man that I want, I just think no. Cause like I want a man who's like really rich and like everything like that, and having a guy like that, they just don't stick to my pussy.
It's okay. So you're realistic about you have high standards. That's going to come with a cost. All right. What about you?
I don't think so. No, just by experience. Like
Cheat on us?
I've been cheated on, so
No way, you?
yeah.
That's fucked up.
So I feel like I did a lot too, like not even sexually. So I feel like no matter what you do, it's like never enough for me.
Did he treat you well, like outside of the cheating though?
For the most part, it's like he was good in the beginning, but like towards the end, not really. No.
You were probably
to deal with though.
yeah, you were probably doing some shit too, you know.
Straight
I
close.
really wasn't. I wasn't though.
Straight shots and shit.
What the fuck? Yeah, like, your job's to like get naked in front of thousands of men. Same thing.
No, I still I was very loyal.
Cheating. It's cheating. I'd cheat on you too.
That's worse penetration. Trace tell you why you did it, or like
He said I wasn't giving him enough love. But I don't really know it. I never got the full answer to that, but
like how often were you guys like smashing and shit?
well, we were long distance, but I was visiting. I was visiting like every other week. That like, but
You know, this relationship will last. Yeah. Most of the time they fail, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, cause women can like get off like talking to you every day and be happy. Like, but if you're not smashing a guy, like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's kind of like, yo, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because like, you're so far away, and I gotta bust a nut.
Yeah, like I don't think women understand like for men how the physical need is so important. They really don't. Because like you guys gotta feel something before you get that physical need. Like for us, we just have that physical need all the time. So
like honestly, I think I went to meet him a lot more because of the fact that I was like, well, if I'm not there enough, then he might be with someone else.
Yeah.
So like I did have that in mind.
I mean, you can try, but I mean, it's kind of tough. But can you satisfy a man or general?
I think at this point, can you satisfy me?
Shit.
I mean, what we can do is, you know what? Let's have fun with this.
I like it as
Let's
much
pull
as
the
you do.
calculator.
Right, you got a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old. They're gonna get bullied in school for this shit.
Let's pull the calculator. 18 and 23.
Huh? You got 23.
I think she said 18 and 23.
Say, 23 or okay. That's cool. Yeah, one was me.
Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So, she's yeah, so what we're gonna do is, so you said, can he satisfy you? So let's go ahead and see. Single stage.
Age?
Yeah, so what's the minimum age for your guy? Yeah.
I would say at least
Minimum.
35 to 60. He's got to be at least 6'2". At least 6'2", I got to wear me.
What's up with you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay. All right. What race does he have to be?
Not discriminating.
Okay.
designing a Instagram swipe post. Now, swipe posts, we're going to talk to you, are phenomenal when it comes to sharing information, getting engagement, increasing comments, increasing people doing whatever it is you have as the call to action. So here's a swipe post that I make. Now, the way you can go about getting the content for swipe posts is 3 ways. Number 1, look at content that your client has already posted. Be that on X, be that on LinkedIn, maybe they posted a Instagram reel, and then you can turn the content of that reel into text like this. Now, you can go and use something called Otter.ai, that's OTTER.ai, and essentially download the Instagram video. So the Instagram reel, upload it to Otter.ai, and then simply have it transcribed and use the text for that. The free way, the super easy free way, I should say, is literally open up your phone and click the microphone to the talk to text, play the video from your computer, and just do talk to text on your phone. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be enough. You still have to listen to the video and type things out, you can do that. Now, the second way is for you to go to other Instagram pages on, obviously, Instagram and look for the types of content that they are posting that's doing well. That's the key. The content that they are posting is doing very well. And when you're doing that, you're going to be searching for that pages. So if you're working with, let's say, a dentist, so let's say you're doing local business outreach, find that content that dentists are posting. Now, to find that, what you do is go to the search bar, you type in dentists or dentists in Dubai. Obviously, you're going to have your own city, and you're going to find the content that dentists in your area, or any local business for that matter, or any type of creator. So let's say you're doing dentists, aka creators, softwares, etc. Look for content that's already doing well, and then just turn that into content for your clients. Now, the ways is just to go to Google and type in dentist and insert the name of the city, and then Instagram, and that's going to bring the content up. Dentists in Dubai, YouTube, and then you can go look at the shorts that they're doing, their performance. Very, very straightforward. But now let's talk about the actual designing of it. So what you want to do, and we'll show this in another screen, but you go to canva.com. I encourage you to get the paid version because it's going to give you all these little frowns like the pro right there. It's literally like $8.99, $12.99, something like that per month. So it's very, very cheap. And if you're in a phase where, oh my God, this is a lot of money, I highly recommend that you ask about getting added to my Hustlers Campus because I help you make loads of cash flow to where you don't even need to worry about, oh my God, $12.99. And so your side hustles can pay for that, and then you can come back here and then just focus on getting the pro and building these posts. Now, once again, Canva does have a free version, but you're not going to have all the features. So when it comes to designing, here it is. You'll go to canva.com, or simply go to the search bar from the homepage, you'll type in Instagram post. At that point, you'll find copious amounts of different designs. So I encourage you to play around with the different designs. And from there, you'll select a design that you think looks good. Don't overthink it. They're all good. Literally every single one of the template is good. But you'll find one that looks good. Now, I'm going to go through and recreate this. So we're going to start. You're told to get a degree, to play it safe, and to climb the ladder. It should be free. But here you are, still broke, still stuck, still searching. Welcome to the Hustlers Campus. This isn't a course. It's your way out of bookkeeping. It's your way to escape the matrix. Here we don't teach theory. We show you how money is actually made outside the matrix. You don't need skills. You don't just need to move. Every single action has already been predetermined for you. All you need to do is execute on the daily checklist, course material, and make sure to leverage our community for any questions you have. Because, like in the gym, success isn't complicated. You show up, follow the exercises, and you put in the reps. And by showing up daily, the results are inevitable. Most people overthink and they hesitate. They keep watching life pass them by from the same exact spot. But not you. You're tired of watching good people stay stuck. Nothing changes. You made it here in the Hustlers Campus because you are ready to crack the code. And as your professor, I am here right next to you, side by side, in the trenches, day after day. Students often tell me that they finally just started looking at their favorite once they spent the Hustlers Campus. It's not magic. It's all part of the plan. And now it's your turn. Start with your first $90, just like other guys. 4 months later, and in fact, you realize you made $32,000. All from the first simple step. It's the Hustlers Campus. No hype, no fluff. Just a system that works. The path is already made for you. My name is Professor Madden. Let's get to work. See you next month. It's the exact process to making money outside of theater. So it doesn't matter if you're aiming to build a 6-figure business, or you just want to escape your 9 to 5 and make money from here. My framework saved you years of wasted time. I've done it trial and error before. My name is still in that. Shout out to Professor Money Back. Money Back always delivers. Be back. Be back. Shout out to Professor Dylan Madden. Be back, Madden. You are the best professor. Now in Bill's campus, I was like, this is I'm supposed to get rid of, go get a job, go get people saying they were stuck. This whole that my wife and myself, just like you're doing. I built a business from nothing. I didn't have connections. Money or I had to figure it out on my own. Now I help thousands of people across Earth do the exact same thing. Now it's your now we work those systems. No base, no presence, no voice. That is. I've got 4 steps to get you fully integrated with what we do here in the hustle campus. 1, I want you to have a pen and a piece of paper and write this down. You're going to write down today is the day I crack the code. Write it on paper, say it on your phone, and say it out loud daily. This phrase rewires your brain. I explain the science behind this in my life goals. Now let's get into help you understand how to navigate this campus. I want you to introduce yourself in the chat. Say your name, where you're from, and what you're here to do. You can do this inside the intro or self channel, which is now open. It's important that you build your name here because you're no longer alone. You can count on me as your professor and your fellow students. We have each other's back. Next, I want you to upload a new profile pic. I remember faces. You're not just a default NPC. You are now the main character. Next, once you post your first GM in, this is how we start the day winning every single day. Introducing yourself breaks the invisible wall between you and between me. This campus isn't just pixels on a screen. This campus is alive. A real profile picture from an introduction from you helps me understand who you are so that I can give you the best advice tailored to your exact circumstances. Your first GM in signals that you are awake, not just another background activities. Until you've done these things, you're just student number 2,567. Don't say it just be known, be independent. The nature's trying to keep you sedated. Stuck in fantasy land, mind is simple, like while dreams pass by, an economy is crashing, and you saw hope, and that's what falls from here. The exact proof you need is here, and you're still watching this video. Mind is like the hustler's campus is your weapon to escape me. I'm your professor. Everyone who's rich understands the value of moving their business forward on a daily basis. They do not allow a single day to pass without taking simple actions that moves everything forward. Because you're here because this video will give you a quick tour around this immensely powerful campus. We're currently inside the learning center. Your success comes down to you creating an environment that makes success an easy byproduct. So today we're going to be going over how to welcome to the Cash Flow Bootcamp. My name is Professor Dylan Moneybag Adam. But before we go into the principles of this bootcamp, it's very important from a mindset perspective for you to really understand why this bootcamp is so important, where you're going to be going with the bootcamp, and where you're going to arrive as you go through complete bootcamp. Because until you understand that, it's just kind of a bunch of random tasks that you do. So the entire purpose of this bootcamp is to get you taking action and building a cash flow business. By day number 6, you will have a cash flow business. And so having a cash flow business is what's going to help change your financial aspect. And I've often said that business is the greatest and best form of self-improvement because you actually tangibly get better and you're becoming better for yourself. And that's exactly what you're going to do with this bootcamp. That's going to continue growing, expanding, and evolving over time. Now, the reason this bootcamp is so important is honestly, you could just go skip through all the videos all at once and then, oh, okay, it's next video. The reason that's an issue is it's going to continue expanding this prompt of you got to take action. The life that you want is on the other side of the work you've got to do. So it's extremely important that you take your time with this bootcamp. Day by day, you will be prompted to either go through the next video or to go ahead and take action and then tune in the next day for that video. It is designed this way to ensure you are taking action and actually applying what you're learning. Because until you've done enough work, you've put enough effort, enough energy out into the universe, nothing's going to change. And the bootcamp is a structure that has been put in place to guarantee and ensure that you actually start getting tangible results. However, we got to get this out the open. A lot of you have joined this campus, obviously, to make money, to become successful and rich, and to get the life that you want. However, we need to set the right expectation, because if you don't set the right expectation, you'll end up getting demotivated. When in life, it's very important that you set an expectation that matches, or even better, your actions supersede that expectation. That's how you become successful. But whenever you set an expectation that's super, super high, but then your efforts down here, well, of course, it's going to be perma losing. So you set the expectation of what you want to achieve, and then you match it or you supersede it with your actions. So I want to hear any of you saying, Professor, I just joined like a week ago, and I want a Lamborghini, be a multi-millionaire, because it's just very likely not going to happen within a week or two. Your goal should be within the first 14 days of being in this campus to actually have already built your cash flow business here inside this campus. So you're posting GMN daily, listening to the daily lesson within your first 14 days. That is way more than realistic. This is based on years and years of me teaching tens of thousands of people, helping them change their life. Within 14 days, it's totally possible for you to have completed this bootcamp, be making money, understanding what to do on a day-to-day basis. Because once you've done that, you have that foundation. The next 14 days to 30 days is when the next phase of this all begins. But you have to super take this first 14 days seriously. Because if you don't have the proper foundation, let's say you're building a house, you don't have a proper foundation, the house is going to collapse. Doesn't matter if it's a mansion, it's going to collapse. So once you have that strong foundation, everything else will make sense. Everything else will be strong, and everything else will outlast everything else. So there are going to be days during this bootcamp, during your time in this campus, where you might feel a little doubt, might feel a little hesitation. You might forget why you even joined this campus in the first place. But those who win, those who succeed, are not necessarily smarter than you. They're not necessarily luckier than you. They're simply people who show up every single day. They're consistent. They remind themselves of why they even joined this campus in the first place. And they just take action. They commit to the process. Now, before we wrap this up, some of you have asked me before, well, how long does it take? How long can I expect before I start making money? Which my answer is, it takes as long as it takes. I get it. You want to quit your job, or you want to get out of university. You want to become a multi-millionaire. You want to drive a Lamborghini, or whatever your dream car is. We'll get you there. There's a process to get there. And you've chosen the Hustler's Campus, which is the single best, simplest way to make money the real one. So we'll get you there. And the reason this campus is so powerful is because you don't have to have any startup capital. You You don't have to go set up a website. You don't have to run ads. You don't have to learn all the different skill sets. You basically just plug and play into a system that's already working. And on top of that, there's so many other methods that you'll learn over time here inside the standards. I was talking to a student the other day. He made €300 in less than a week. Zero experience. That's the type of power of this business. That's what you're learning. And it's going to take time. So as far as how long will it take before you make money, when I say make money, I don't mean that in first money. I mean make enough money to where it change your life. I think it's all it takes. We're in the outcome business. We're in the process business. So don't obsess over outcomes. Obsess over daily processes, actions. Let's use the gym analogy. If you want to get stronger and get healthier, let's get motivation. Nobody disagree with that. But imagine if you focus and obsess over drinking plenty of water, getting adequate sleep, eating good food, going to the gym consistently, you're just obsessed over being the best at that. You're going to naturally get stronger now. The same is true for this game. Instead of obsessing over how I would become a multi-millionaire, I would do this, 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 this. Instead of obsessing over that, instead of you obsess over completing the boot camp, once again, your first 14 days is crucial. It is absolutely crucial to the future of your entire bloodline, your entire purpose and time in this campus. But you obsess over the first 14-day boot camp, also you got the daily checklist, you got the daily lesson, which is an audio lesson I drop every single day, all of you. But you obsess over that. Naturally, you're going to make money. Does it really matter if it takes 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? Does it really? No, it does. All you have to do is focus on being here daily. In this time period, over the next 3 to 6 months, over the next 12 months, you're going to be making money already. Once again, I'm talking about the type of money where you walk away from your job, where you can live the life you want. We will get you there. But remember what we talked about earlier. This is your expectation. You got to match or even better, surpass that expectation with action. Everything you want is on the other side of the work you've got to do. When you get really good at doing the work you don't want to do right now, but you just do it regardless because you know that that's what's going to get you the life you want. Everything else will change for you. And I'm here with you every step of the way. So welcome to the Cash Flow Bootcamp. We're going to get started building your cash flow business. Take your time. Don't rush through the videos because understand that 14 days is going to pass regardless. But these 14 days are crucial to your success. And there's so many people depending on you. Maybe not now, but in the future timeline as you progress through your life. I'll be with you every step of the way. So take your time. If you have any questions, let us know. Welcome to the Outsource Campus. Welcome to the Cash Flow Bootcamp. Let's get to work. Welcome to day one of 14-day bootcamp. Today we're going to be going over exactly what business model you're going to be developing. Because once you understand what it is, you'll realize how simple it is. And then you'll actually understand the levers to pull to generate cash flow on demand. So the business model that you are activating is called flipping. Flipping's been around for thousands of years through the rise of empires and through the fall of empires. Of course, it's taken many forms, and I would argue that you've found flipping at the perfect time because you have the unfair advantage of having a cell phone, having the internet, and having websites that have already been tested and developed for you to list your items. Now, the basic premise behind making money flipping is finding items for free or buying them for low and then selling them for a profit. And the reason this is so fantastic is we'll go from just listing an item here and there, making $5, $10, to where you'll start understanding what items sell best in your local area, on top of listing more items so that you can get to where you're making $100, $200, $500, $2,000, $10,000. Whoa, get ahead of ourselves. We'll get there. What we need to be focused on is laying the foundation for your cash flow business. And understand this is a cash flow business. It's not just a side hustle. Of course, as you're working your job is a stepping stone, and you can generate cash flow on the side. But ultimately, this cash flow business is going to enable you to escape the matrix. And the next thing is, I get it. It can sound intimidating. Oh, I'm starting a business. But let's reframe that. It's not that you're starting a business. Actually, what you're really doing is you are converting unused value into money, which is what you're going to start doing on day 2. And if you're thinking, will this work in my country? It's very simple. It works in almost every country around the world, unless you live in North Korea or some war-torn country, or maybe you live out in an island or live far out to a village. Sure, it's probably not going to work. But if you live in any town or city outside of North Korea, outside of some war-torn area, this is what it worked for me. So complete day 1, I wish to go over and post I'm building my first cash flow business. Welcome to day 2. Today we are going to begin finding money that you've been ignoring. And yes, you heard that correctly. There's literally money sitting around you every second of the day. This is going to be a unique mindset shift we're going to have as we continue going through the 14-day cash flow bootcamp, where you used to not see any money. Now, every time you go around your room, every time you go around your city, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's money there. Just to give you a quick checklist, because what you're about to do is do a home audit. And what a home audit is, and this can apply to your room, this can apply to your house, your apartment, your garage, your brother, your sister, your friends. Start with your immediate environment. And I want you to start looking for items of yours that you have not used in a while. Example, let's say last Christmas you got a jacket that you know that you're never going to wear, so you just keep it in your closet. That is a perfect item for you to turn into profit. Or it can be electronics, it can be appliances. Basically, any item that you have had but you've never used or you hardly use it that you want to immediately turn into cash flow. This is going to be part of the home audit. So once again, just to give you a quick list as an example of electronics, we go over old phones. These were actually some of my first items that I sold. I had 2 old phones and I flipped them. It could be old laptops, it could be headphones, game consoles, routers, modems, chargers, clothing, it could be shoes, jackets, branded items, basically anything that's variable And then when it comes to household items, it could be small appliances, kitchen tools, lamps, chairs, mirrors. So they're both from 5 items to 10 items. And that was you just put them somewhere. I don't care where you put them. Then put the items in your room, because tomorrow, day 3, we're going to begin turning that into profit. And keep on go forward into day 3 and day 4. But I encourage you to focus on taking action. Like, I get it, learn as much as you can. We've got plenty of course lessons for you. But the way you're going to make money is by taking action on the course lessons. So go do this. Go find 5 to 10 items in your room, in your house, and put them somewhere altogether.